my goodness, man. The summer of Dorian, is it over? Okay, no. Frank Cervelli said earlier today on Twitter that he feels like the summer of Dorian may not be coming to a close because there still are some Jake Chychrun trade talks that the Sens are actively pursuing. But when it comes to what the team has to offer already, we have ourselves the very tragic news that Cam Talbot will be out of the team's lineup for 5 to 7 weeks with an upper body injury. This is unfortunately Matt Murray all over again, and it comes with a guy that has honestly been a lot better than Matt Murray the past few years. The Sens have also claimed goalie Magnus Hellberg off waivers from the Kraken. He is expected to join the team ahead of Wednesday's practice at the Canadian Tire Center. I'm actually kind of dumbfounded that I was able to read that. CDN Tire Center, yeah, the Canadian Tire Center. We also had ourselves a tweet from Darren Dreger saying that Cam Talbot believed to have suffered a fractured rib last Sunday. Last Sunday? When the heck was that? Not Sunday, Saturday. I can't read. That was a week ago. He practiced through all the pain all week before an x-ray determined the injury. Depending on the healing process, he could be out as little as 3 to 4 weeks. So we're looking at a timeline of maybe 3 to 7 weeks at the worst case scenario. 7 weeks is pretty bad. That'll take him to, the next month and a half's worth of NHL play. So he's coming back around maybe mid-November. Take a look at Cam Talbot and the body of work that he has had so far. We all kind of know that the Minnesota Wild had themselves a really good player when he was over there for the 2 seasons, and then in Calgary he was pretty good as well. So there's a lot of reason why Senators fans were pretty excited to see Cam Talbot head over to their squad after trading Matt Murray away to Toronto. Cam Talbot making a pretty good amount of money, $3.6 million until the end of 2023. If he could be a .915 plus goaltender, that's a pretty good deal for a guy that's going to come in and hopefully stir the drink and allow this defense core to really make up for the shortcomings of guys like Zaitsev, etc., while the offense goes out there and does its thing. Meanwhile, you have yourselves Magnus Hellberg coming in here to replace Cam Talbot, and this is a really interesting hire. I mean, we had talked about Hellberg once before on the channel. We really did. We made a video talking about how he had signed over with the Red Wings from the KHL last season. And, I mean, he's 31 years old, he's 6'6", 209, left-handed catching goaltender making $750,000 until the end of 2023. He was initially in the NHL with Nashville, but he went over to the KHL for a few seasons before coming back. He had signed with the Kraken, and then he got waived. I guess you could go out there and say that because he got waived, that kind of indicates the level of talent that Hellberg has, and I mean, he wasn't really all too great in the one game he had against the Red Wings, but at least he did win. So, at the very least, this guy is undefeated in his return to the NHL after being a consistent .940, .927, .930, and .917 goaltender. Of course, the .917 season he played with Sochi rather than SKA St. Petersburg. SKA St. Petersburg is a much better team, so it's easy to see why the numbers did decline. Either way, though, goaltending is goaltending, and he did suit up for Team Sweden at the Olympic Games as well with a .927, and Team Sweden for the World Championships getting a .932, so there is a pretty good body of work here for Magnus Hellberg. The question is, though, is this guy going to be able to be the guy that steps in here and fills the role that the Ottawa Senators now need because Cam Talbot is out for an extended period? There are some other goaltenders in the Sens system that are worth mentioning that might be able to stomach the load too. Anton Forsberg is here, and then of course in the AHL you have guys like Mads Sogaards, etc. There are some names that can be replacements here. It's just Cam Talbot is the best goalie that the Sens have in general, so losing out on that guy for 3 to 7 weeks is pretty bad. This is the camp-friendly page of the Ottawa Senators. Let's move everything over to the side here and take a look at the goaltenders they have in their AHL system. Yeah, so Sogaards, Mandolese, Levi Merilainen, Antoine Bibeau. Man, I didn't realize that Bibeau was still here. That's nice. But either way, there are a lot of names that are going to have to make up for what exactly is one Cam Talbot being taken out with a rib injury, a fractured rib from last Saturday. That's wild. He played through that? He played practices through that? That's crazy, man. Cam Talbot, You are a absolute beast. But talk to the comments either way all your thoughts about Magnus Hellberg getting claimed by the Sens. Matt Murray, he's the last one laughing here, I guess, as Cam Talbot gets taken out with an injury to kick off the 22-23 season. How confident are you in the goaltending staff that the Sens have, and guys like Hellberg, guys like Sogaards, guys like Bibeau, and I guess you could say everybody else that we had talked about in the video, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Talk to the comments your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this Juraj 99, and bye.